Okay, very good.
I'd like to call the meeting to order, begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item we have up is the approval of the agenda as presented. We need to add one item to that, and we'll just add it down here between D and E, and it will be the Parto Health Reinsurance Proposal. Any other additions or modifications?
No, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the addition on it.
I second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. First thing up is the cash reimbursement for county health insurance expenses. Part of this here has to do with the ARP funds, and that we need to utilize the remaining that were earmarked for Perry County government to assure there's not a question that we have properly obligated them. This action will be used to reimburse healthcare costs for group healthcare for 2024 in the amount.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The next thing, the final account payable claim for 2024 in the amount of $117,643.31.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
0. Steve brought us this morning a community crossing support letter. Basically, it's saying that we will provide matching funds for the community crossings program. 1.5 million this year again. So it'd be 1.5. So it will be a commitment by the county if we're successful, $500,000. But it's been a very good program for the county, and they're paying 75% of the cost. So
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item up is the dissolution of the solid waste district. We have that. We went through, we established a plan. We've been running it. Andrew drew up a ordinance that'll have to be added to it if this passes. What it essentially does is it dissolves the solid waste district, and the county reestablishes it as a county unit, and it's transitioning at year end, and January 1st, the new entity will take over the operation.
And the citizens won't see any change in the operations, day-to-day operations. It'll just continue on.
Yeah, they won't even notice it. It's basically a transfer that's on paper. The commissioners have been running it since, was it maybe July? Something like that?
July or August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the commissioners will continue to run it.
And we've been operating in the black also.
So,
One thing on that is the tag sales, the trash tag sales. I was absolutely floored because I'm the courier for the trash tags. The places call, and I deliver the tags to them. No money is exchanged. It's all done through the accountant and them. This month alone, I have delivered 7,240 trash tags. And Walmart is now selling tags. They finally got their QR codes and everything done. So Walmart is selling tags now. So there's 4 places in the county. 4 places all over the county that are selling trash tags now. But it just amazed me that many trash tags have been sold. That's just the orange ones. That's not city. That's just the orange. Yes.
Michael's and Walmart.
Michael's, Walmart, the Tinker Shop in Canton, and
Nobles.
Nobles, IGA.
You got spread out.
Yes, it's spread out where people can be for convenience and
The handy thing about it, Michael's Market's so close to Branchville.
right.
Tinker Shop is in Cannleton. So if you forgot a tag, you can pick it up. And we really appreciate those that are handling this for us. Takes all of the money, all the transactions away from the employees of the solid waste.
Right.
And it has worked very well. And those people make 0 on every tag they sell.
Right. They
They're
don't,
strictly doing it for community service. So it's really appreciated that they do take on that obligation.
and it, like I said, it helps pay the bills at the solid waste. So, and we're trying to get some stuff done. All of the light bulbs at Canton are gone now. Spencer County came and got all of the fluorescent bulbs, and they have a machine that they just pop them through. And for the gases and stuff, so that cleaned that up. And behind that, we found a what was it? A compactor or
A small compactor.
a small compactor. So we'll be able to use that and have it actually as a backup or, double what they're doing now, which will take less time and be more efficient. There's just a lot of efficiencies that were overlooked. And the people that are employed there at both places, they're really happy. They're really glad with everything. And the new door is put up on the roll-up door at Canton, and we're looking at doing some different things down there without going into debt, any type of a debt, to make the place run better and make it more efficient for not only for the workers but for the citizens. And I think it's going to turn out really well.
Yeah, and I want to add to that. Thanks, Becky. But this is my last meeting, and I wanted to get this somewhere on its feet. And like I said here a couple meetings ago, it's going to be there, and it's kind of finalized today. And after seeing the inner workings of solid waste, the county did the right thing here. I have no doubt. It might have been one of the worst run solid waste in the state. And I think before it's done, it's going to be one of the best ones at the rate it's going now. So, and I'll probably step on toes for saying that, but it was a mess on the inner workings of it. So, and I think it shows that with the efficiency in the last 6 months. As of right now, we didn't have to come back and ask the county for any funding. That day probably will come when we need equipment and stuff like that, but like Becky said, it is operating by itself right now. So that's huge. So, and again, thank everybody who was involved. Randy and Becky here did a lot with solid waste to get it where it's at.
Well, you did too.
And we went through an audit with the State Board of Accounts, got that out of the way. The results will be coming soon on that. But we're in a good place with solid waste. So thank you.
I'd entertain a motion.
What about tags? You said you were.
Yeah, I know you brought that up, and I thought we talked about that we need to order tags.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
Yeah, because we're going through a lot of them. Once I get 500 at a time.
So
So you have to get 50,000 tags, right?
50,000 is what they've got in the past. If we want to go ahead and approve ordering those, I think our lead time we'll receive them sometime in January.
Yeah,
If
I
we
think
order
that the man said in his letter that it takes 3 to 4, maybe 5 weeks to get them.
Depending on their cycle they're
Yep.
working.
And it was 4 cents a tag, so
Yep.
down $2,000, I think what it was. So
Yep.
I'll make that motion before we make a motion to dissolve.
I'll second.
Now you're buying tags with this motion?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a motion and a second. All those in favor for purchasing another 50,000 tags for the solid waste? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Dissolution. I'd entertain a motion to dissolve the solid waste and transfer it to the county.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It passes. The last item I have on the agenda is we met with our insurance provider 2 or 3 weeks ago. And one of our big expenses, and it always comes back, is our reinsurance. And what our current provider does is they laser out any individual that has a substantial cost, and then we have to pay that over and above our normal premium. And let's see, the firm renewal has 2 lasers in it, one for $260,000, the other one for $200,000. An offering for a company known as Parato Health, they actually do not laser individuals out. It's a type of mutual fund, the way I'm looking at it, a mutual ownership. And what we have to do, it's slightly higher, about $30,000 higher on premium. But the way the lasers work, if we have somebody at $200,000 laser, the county pays the first $200,000 of those health expenses, rather than the $60,000 that we pay on everyone else. And that goes on as long as the individual has health issues. So it can be substantial funds. With the new company, we will no longer get lasers. We will potentially have increases in insurance, but not to the extent of what a laser would be. To join the group, we have to make a capital contribution to the group. And in this case here, they sent us an invoice for $44,504. We will have to make that in 25. We'll have to make that in 26. In the event we choose to quit participating in this group, that funding will come back to us. It's just a capital contribution to the organization is what it amounts to. So they're asking for a signature and approval. The insurance committee, made up of David H. and myself, Chris Hammock, Kelly Wilgus, determined, because of our age of our workforce, that this would be probably a good move to get something where we don't have these additional lasers that affect our budget so much. So we opted in, but we need to get the commissioners on board, and the council will have to come up with funding for this capital contribution. So that's why I wanted to include that and get it approved, if that's what we're going to do for calendar year 2025.
I think it's a good thing, because if we ever decide to opt out, we get our money back, the $44,000.
Yeah, it'll actually end up
Yeah.
being 88 at the end of it.
88.
But it's not purchasing any service, and it just
Right.
stays in place. So,
Yeah, the 12 years I've been here, we've always had lasers. I mean, they just never
Mhm.
go away. You might get one gone, and somebody else has another one. So it seemed like it's something we have to deal with, so.
And that can run into quite a bit of money.
So it's really a recommendation from the insurance committee then, right?
right, we had already went through it, and just in this case, they're projecting we have to hold on to the current lasers we have. So they're estimating a 200,000 and a 125. Once those go away, then there won't be any new ones going forward.
And when will those go away?
It's anybody's guess. Depends if their health
Oh,
improves.
okay. It's
If their health
active,
improves,
active lasers.
then they'll
Okay.
go away, and if they happen to pass away,
You're talking about active lasers right now.
yeah, they're active right now with people with health issues.
All right,
So
but this will start in 25, correct?
we'll start in 25, and we won't get any additional lasers going forward. We have to carry over the ones we have on our existing policy.
Mhm. Okay.
And that won't change anything with the county employees' insurance. Everything will be the same.
It's
Even if
simply
it's just a different company on reinsurance.
reinsurance.
Yeah.
It's basically our backstop. Our current provider, once a person consumes $60,000 of health benefits, then the reinsurance kicks in and pays for it.
Yeah.
It'll be the same with this group. They'll kick in and pay for it after $60,000. The only thing is, the next year, if it was a serious illness, we won't have a laser for $250,000.
Well, I think it's probably a good thing, so, because, like I said, we've always had lasers and they come and go, so. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other further discussions? All those in favor? Aye. That's all we have today. Before we go, Randy, appreciate working with you.
Thank you.
It's his last meeting, and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure working with everyone, the council, all the employees, citizens. I feel like maybe we didn't come as far as we should have in the last 12 years, but I think we've come a long way. So it's been an honor, like I said in the past, and it's been a pleasure. And sometimes it hadn't been, but overall it's been a pleasure. So thanks, everyone.
You should have quite the collection of ink pens.
I'll let you have yours back today. So.
With that said, our next meeting is Thursday, January the 2nd at 9 a.m., right here in the same room. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll let you have this back, Kelly. I'm not going to ask you for it again.